Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Jeff, and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic, and today we're playing some Archmage Mill. So Archmage Emeritus, 4 mana 2/2, whenever you cast or copy and insert a sorcery spell, draw a card. And I really wanted to play a version of like Plumb the Forbidden with Teferi's Tutelage, draw all of the cards in the world and mill all of the cards in the world from their side. And that was the initial game plan, and then it just ended up turning into too much of a tokens deck rather than into an actual mill deck, and I wanted to do something different. And so basically the different is it turned into just straight up Dimir control mill, and Teferi's Tutelage is our main way to mill people out. We do have Ruin Crabs as well, but really not any of the other stuff that typically does it. Merfolk Secretkeeper really just as a spell that we can cast for Emeritus, maybe something we can unsubstantiate, bounce back to our hand and cast it again, get more spells and kind of combo off on a turn. But the main idea of this is that one of the issues with this deck is that you end up having so much mill cards that you don't end up having enough draw in general to keep the hand full and do stuff. And typically people are playing rogues as another way to go for it into the story. Like there are lots of good cards for it, but I didn't want to play rogues and I wanted to play it a little bit different. And so Archmage Emeritus, we have Professor Onyx on the top end as well, just as a way to keep controlling, keep getting 2 points of damage dealt to their face, and we can go digging for other cards that we need to sacrifice or stuff. Anyway, it's a lot of good stuff here is what I'm trying to say. And in general, this is the game plan. Ruin Crab in the early game, evolving Wild Sweep Passages to make sure that we mill them out quite a bit. That turns on our Drown of the Loch, which gives us just a lot of good pieces for removal, counter spells, whatever in the early game. Find a Teferi's Tutelage, Archmage Emeritus, and then just start controlling the game from there on. That's the game plan, guys. That's all we're doing. Hopefully find 2 of these guys into the stories, Emeritus, win the game. That's the game plan. Let's get into it, see how it does for us. Wish me luck. Here we go. All right, up against Per Ludgren and up against a Yorion deck. If we can get them up to 7 cards in the graveyard into the story onto 4, can at least refill our hand at some point. But not having the Drown of the Lochs online is a little bit awkward. We're going to find a black source. We're fine. We're on the draw. It'll be good. Double Ruin Crab. My life is very happy now. Okay, pass the turn. No mystical disputes. That was nice. Omen kill. Well, okay, so this is a blinky version. Oh, okay. Just the perfect hand ever. Sounds good. I'll take it. All right. Yep. There you go. Okay. Yeah. No attacks. Pass the turn. 6 cards deep, almost to the end of the story. Teferi's Tutelage. Hopefully find a land into the story. That's what we're doing. Cool. No blocks. They get to hit us. They get to steal some of our stuff. That was a black source, friend. All right, play out the Swamp. Mill 6 more cards. Teferi's Tutelage. Draw and discard an island. And mill 2 more. And they are down. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's a Yorion deck. I was all excited. And now I just remembered. It's a flippin' Yorion deck. But it's okay. Normally this would be really good. 14 cards already in the graveyard. Oh, that's pretty sweet. They got to clear that up beforehand. Yeah, we're fine taking 3. It does give him more cards in hand in general, all that stuff. But for now, we're good. Into the story will be really nice. Hopefully a Fabled Passage off the top. That would be the best of all things. Odd, cool, rude. Well, I was going to enter the story, but now we do that, right? Yeah, that's what we do. I don't think we need too much black mana. We need it for Professor Onyx at some point. All right, we'll discard the island. All right, mill some more cards. Okay, getting him down to like normal deck level. That's nice. We'll be able to hold up Drown of the Loch to kill Omen kills later. We are getting to the point where we need to start actually like interacting and holding off. Now we have 2 different tutelages though. Like we're in much better shape than we were. Down to 11. Midnight Clock. Divide by 0. Does this shuffle the graveyard into the library? It does. Wow. Okay, Emeritus. I want to hit a land here. Do I just go for the other tutelage? What do they bounce with? So divide by 0. Okay. And environmental sciences, that means they're digging for more lands. I've given them a lot of lands, haven't I? I want to have Drown in the Loch be able to deal with this. I could also just kill Cosmina here right now, hold up Drown in the Loch for something else. That way they don't have the ability to Omen kill. Let's take one turn to slow it down a little bit. Pass the turn. Okay. Omen of the Sea. Scries and draws. 2 on top. Gain some life, environmental sciences. Mills themselves out. Got him. Divide by 0. Sure. And we're not. This isn't countering anything that stops them from winning the game, but still, we also want to make sure that we're doing good stuff. There's another Drown in the Loch. All right. Now it's worthwhile to try to find a land here with this. We do have some tapped lands that are a little bit awkward. Into the Story to just refill the hand could be very nice. Hold up Drown in the Loch. The problem is that they have 41 cards still. But they also have 41 cards and we have to survive for however many turns. So I think we just hold off for a little bit. This Midnight Clock, we have to race the Midnight Clock. All right, so they can get stuff out of our hand at some point. That's fine. Omen. Okay. And at the very least, we can still just Into the Story here at the end step, and I'm happy with that. Yeah, so Into the Story. Draw 4 cards. All right, so put this out on blue. Is just the Drown in the Loch enough counter spell here? Maybe not. Go to Teferi's Tutelage. Get rid of Evolving Wilds. If we find a Ruin Crab at some point, it could be nice. I think I'd rather hold on to a Chance to Scry at some point, though, right now. So maybe it's just the island. We don't really need an island right now. We have Fabled Passage. Actually, we do have to worry about not having enough basics. I don't have that many basics in the deck. Yeah, counter onto that. Yeah, so yeah, whenever this gets up to 12 clocks, it gets bad. So they can take Teferi or Drown in the Loch. They take the Drown in the Loch. Should have thought that through a little bit more. Oh well, that's fine. They can only have so many divide by 0s. And they're only winning so fast. Lots of mana to put counters on this. So they get to put 3 counters onto it because I think they can use Midnight Clock itself for the mana. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So they go up to 11, and then the 4th one on their turn. Crap. We need a way to exile their graveyard. Yeah, we didn't find enough stuff, did we? All right, well, Teferi.
All right. Who's ready for a good time? Don't worry, I'll think of something.
Yeah, not enough stuff. Dang it, we're gonna have to mill 80 cards. What, 51 more cards? Again? Always have a backup plan. Yep, good job. We do have a backup plan. We have some other stuff here. Yeah, puts the counter on. Yeah. Midnight clock goes off. I hate it. Tells. Exiles our graveyard. Cool. Are we gonna mill ourselves out before they do? If they get milled out? That'd be awful. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's dumb. Alright, we're out of there. That's the stupidest thing ever. We could have stayed in the game for a little bit longer. We did have other win cons, but I'm done. Alright, up against Redrill. We need mill in our opening hand, so let's mulligan this one away. There we go. Keep this, drop Emeritus. I mean, I want that to work, but you know. Play this out on blue. Lots of tap lands. Luckily, we're kind of okay with that with this hand. Remember to play the Ruin Crab first. Okay, I did it. It's all good game from here on out, guys. I figured out how to do it. All right, mill 6. Pass the turn. We finally found a non-Yorion deck. I've ran into way too many Yorion decks. Scorching Dragonfire. Who plays Scorching Dragonfire? That's not a thing people play. Fella, I need to remind you, that's not a thing that people play. Dang it, we had so much mill right there. Oh, that would have been so good. It's fine. It's fine. Seriously, no one plays Scorching Dragonfire. I could have waited to see if we found another Ruin Crab. Do it all at the same time, but I want Castle Vantress to come in untapped here. Alright, well, about halfway through. That's nice, at least. One more land, we can start scrying. That's cool. Probably should have played out a black source for Castle Locthwain at some point. Alright, Fervent Champion gets attached to Shadow Spear. I'm kind of okay with this. I only really want to be countering things that like are scary. Guiding Voice and Learn. Reduce to memory, okay. Probably should have killed in response to that. Yeah, that was the misplay. Hopefully they don't have... it feels like a deck that has give them indestructible stuff, though, you know? So I should have done it in response to the Guiding Voice. Hollow Blade. Okay. Play the land. Alright, pass the turn. Oh, we didn't find enough mill. Yeah, this doesn't actually kill them, but just tap them down. They already spent the mana on it. That means they're not going for the reduced to memory. Insert another one. There we go. That's the good stuff. All right, immediately get rid of the card that we find here. Be amazing. Yeah, another Drown on the Loch. That's what I wanted. That's all I've ever wanted to see. All right. No attacks, fast turn. Dude, mill is just one of those like, dude, I just hope that one of these days things work out. They have reduced the memory for Teferi's Tutelage as well. Yeah, that's fine. What we're looking for now is an Into the Story. Like, that's what I want. I want an Into the Story. Huh. Yeah, we do this instead of scrying, I think. I mean, we have blocks for the Season Hollowblade for a while, at least. Alright, take no damage for this turn. Apparition kills the Ruin Crab. Rude. Do I play this out or do I want to scry here? Let's pass the turn and let's scry. Because Ruin Crab, I don't really want to be playing out until I have a land to play with it. They're at 21. We need to find an Into the Story. Emeritus wouldn't be the worst, but not the greatest. As long as this guy is stopping them from doing 2 more points of damage, we're just going to hold off. We can actually force him to discard, though. Maybe I should have done that. Down to 12. Finding Halvar. Interesting. All right, well, let's scry. There's Into the Story and Teferi's Tutelage. How about that? Do I want to keep both of these? Teferi's Tutelage, draw, get rid of Ruin Crab, find the Into the Story. I think I'd rather go Into the Story first. Yeah, and Ruin Crab, and then we just play Teferi's Tutelage later. Let's just get cards into our hand. So, yeah. Ruin Crab. Into the Story. And that's the Fabled Passage. Nice. Okay, Emeritus, Negate. We'll grab a black source for the Castle Locthwain. Still need some more stuff than what we have. No attacks, pass the turn. That's bad. Alright, Unsubstantiate, come on. Come on, deck. You got to give this to us. We got to find something here. All right, Temple of Deceit. We have so much removal in this deck. There we go. Oh, we can't play it. Dang it. For the love. One turn away. All right. Tutelage. They're finding a Halvar here as well, right? There we go. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Get rid of Negate. All right, so this looks for an equipment card, and puts it into the hand. That's already attached to a creature. So we unsubstantiate now. Just so they don't have a chance to put it onto a Halvar or whatever. So yeah. Season Hollowblade, Gonzoed. And it's equipped creatures. Creatures you control are enchanted or equipped have double strike. Yeah. not putting the Shadow Spear on. That's actually better for us. Okay, mill 2 more. Yes, yes. All right, Mollusk Claves gives them up to 5. They have enough to equip that and the Shadow Spear still. Oh, okay, we can make him sacrifice the Halvar. Oh no, man, we're so close. Like, I can draw a card with Castle Locthwain. And that mills 2 cards. It has to be like a banger of a card for this to work. Otherwise, I can make him sacrifice Halvar. They equip Maul and Shadow Spear. Because they have the treasure, they have just enough to do it. And then that's game. Oh, dude, Mill, I hate Mill so much because you always get so close, but it just always feels so far at the same time. We could also maybe gain life that way. Castle Locthwain. All right, well, let's force him to do it, right?
Welcome to Witherbloom College, class.
Maybe they don't realize how much mana they have.
The life essence fade.
Maybe they block this guy. Come on, you know you want to. Dang it. Oh no. All right, don't think it through. Come on, come now. There's 5 and the Shadow Spear for the treasure. Yeah. Oh man, good game, dude. I just wanted one more into the story, you know. That's what I wanted. All right, that's the story of how playing Mills goes a lot of time. It's all good. That's kind of slow, but we do have Temple of Deceit, Rune Crab, Evolving Wilds on the same turn. Not all on the same turn. This is close enough to being good enough. We're gonna try it. We have mill. We have lots of things that we can do with our stuff. Land number 4 for Into the Story brings Castle Vantress untapped. I can't spoke right now. I think I'd rather just draw into lands naturally and try to find some other things. We'll go ahead and keep it. All right, so Ruin Crab into Evolving Wilds and crack it. Get them close to the 7 so we can into the story at some point, and then just play the game. Hunt for specimens. Cool. All right, Ruin Crab. Evolving Wilds. Mill some stuff. Mill some stuff. Blue, blue. All right, so we go black here. I'm thinking Extinction Event is going to be pretty necessary in this matchup. We have 2 of them, and we've found a lot of the removal this time around. All right. Didn't know if there's going to be some way for them to kill that there. I was glad that it wasn't. All right, perfect. I land. Pass the turn. Hold it unsubstantiate if need be in Heartless Act. Okay, down to 18. Okay, for tells. Is it worth using Heartless Act just to kill one of these guys? Maybe. They can get out of hand if it goes too far. So sure. All right, Castle Vantress. 38 cards left. Pass the turn. So potential Sot coming here. I'm fine taking 1 damage a turn. Unsubstantiates can bounce Faceless Havens as well. Alright, if they have a counterspell, I think I'm okay to draw it out here. So if this is Sot coming, okay then. Okay. I'd love to be able to play this out and the Unsubstantiate at the same time. We're going to get this out there, though. Force him to either have removal or stop attacking, at least. Ops. So not an extra turn spell, unless they just didn't have the land. Lots of Foretell stuff. Ooh. I dig that. I guess we don't play that just yet. All right, so Teferi's Tutelage first. See what we draw. What do I get rid of now? It's a little bit awkward. Is it a Professor Onyx? It's just so much value, and I need to play a land to be able to get to her. So yeah, I guess it's an Unsubstantiate. Play land, mill 3 more, down to 26. Pass the turn. And now this is the lock that we wanted. Now we don't have to rush anything. I'm not going to tap down my lands, do anything like that. We're just going to keep milling them out until they do something. And if they really get through with everything, then maybe we can play out Professor Onyx and keep doing stuff. So that's the game plan. I could throw out Heartless Act now, draw a card, and try to find a land, actually. I think that's worth doing here. If I'm not going to play Professor Onyx, let's do something. Right after I said, don't do anything, you know? All right, maybe like a divide by 0 here on the Teferi's Tutelage. Sublime Epiphany. All right, so Unsubstantiate. 1 second. Can this be countered? Okay, yeah, I can. So on the Sublime Epiphany, just no, okay? And we get to play a land. All right, down to 16 cards left. Pass the turn. Arnold's Epiphany. Yep, that's annoying. Yep, that's annoying. We do have a lot more counter spells. I want to find one of them one of these days. Into the Story is good. I can do that into response to a lot of things as well. Down to 11. If this resolves, we basically win. I want to force them to spend mana or go for the Sublime Epiphany. If they play the Sublime Epiphany now, we win. If they tap out to where they can't play it, then we're in good shape. Boom, bam, done, baby. Yes, that's what we wanted. Alrighty. Oh, good stuff. All right, so this deck definitely didn't perform amazing. It wasn't that great, but the one game that we got out, the Archmage, we won. The hard part is that I'm not sure how many decks we can really take a turn off to do that. It's at that awkward phase where like Teferi was at least worthwhile because we could draw a card immediately and then have the ability to phase something out. Like, so it was a good tempo play, and I really like Teferi for that slot. Archmage is kind of the same type of thing where we can draw 1 to 2 cards a turn and occasionally go off and draw lots of cards, but I feel like Teferi just almost does that better and has the ability to phase things out. And so honestly, it's the same level as Teferi is what I was recognizing as we were playing. Not awful, but I think can be better. And so I think that if you are going to go off with the Archmage Emeritus combo with Teferi's Tutelage, then it is a token combo, and that's where you have Professor Onyx as like an alternative win con at the same time. And that's where you bring in things like Sedgemoor Witch, and I'm not totally sure what else you bring in for it. Like what things are actually the best for creating tokens. There's a lot of creatures you can play in a mill deck that do a little bit, and you can just plumb the Forbidden on all of those creatures at some point. It's not like people are going to be Extinction Eventing a bunch of Merfolk Secretkeepers and stuff all the time. Maybe Ruin Crabs. But anyway, that's the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.